Gemini, get ready because 2025 is about to be the stage where you finally star as the multi-talented, endlessly curious, and dazzling force you've always known you could be. You've danced with challenges, toyed with triumphs, and navigated some tricky transitions in recent years. But this year feels different. There's a hum in the air, a cosmic rhythm pulling you toward opportunities that just feel aligned. Let's talk about your career first because, let's be honest, it's been a whirlwind. The start of 2025 might find you staring at your reflection, asking, is this what I really want? If there's been a disconnect between your talents and the recognition you crave, that frustration could bubble up. But don't worry, it's all part of the grand design. Jupiter's influence, steady until mid-May, will make sure your efforts, no matter how unseen they feel at first, are setting you up for something much bigger. Sure, your boss might throw out some curveballs, and yes, their nitpicky attitude could push all your buttons. But here's the twist, this tension is a gift in disguise. Every extra effort you put in will build your reputation, polish your skills, and get you noticed in places that matter. And if you're contemplating a job change, 2025 nods with cautious approval. But here's the thing, timing will be everything. Saturn's transit from March could bring a little turbulence, so trust your instincts. You've got an uncanny knack for sensing when the vibe shifts, listen to it. By the second half of the year, the workplace winds shift in your favor, smoothing out relationships with co-workers and setting the stage for some meaningful progress. But stay sharp, success won't be handed to you. It'll be earned through your signature mix of cleverness, adaptability, and wit. Now, let's talk money. We both know you have a love-hate relationship with it. You're great at finding ways to earn, but when it comes to saving or managing, things can get complicated. This year won't hand you a golden goose, but it will give you the tools to build a nest egg. If you're ready to embrace discipline, the early part of the year, with Jupiter lounging in your 12th house, might make you feel like your wallet is developing holes. Expenses could creep up, and you might find yourself tempted by shiny new gadgets, impulsive travel plans, or that must-have subscription service. And let's face it, Gem, your self-control in those moments can be, well, negotiable. But mid-May changes the game. Jupiter shifts gears, moving to your first house, and suddenly, financial clarity becomes your superpower. You'll start to see how tweaking small habits, like actually checking your bank statements, can lead to bigger rewards. Investments you've considered risky in the past might start to make sense. The second half of the year opens doors to financial growth, especially if you channel your inner strategist. This is not the time to gamble or wing it. It's the time to plan, budget, and focus on building sustainable wealth. You're clever enough to find new income streams, so keep your eyes peeled for opportunities that align with your talents, freelance work, consulting gigs, passive income from that random hobby you've been neglecting. The stars are saying yes. And hey, don't let mixed outcomes discourage you. This year isn't about instant gratification. It's about laying the groundwork for a future where money works for you, not the other way around. Think long term, and by the time December rolls around, you'll be patting yourself on the back for making choices that align with the ambitious, resourceful, and unstoppable version of yourself you've been working toward. Gemini, if 2025 whispers anything to your entrepreneurial spirit, it's this: think big, but move smart. Your business endeavors are entering a year of transformation, and while the stars aren't promising a free ride, they're definitely aligning to reward your ingenuity and grit. For those of you running your own ventures or dreaming of starting one, this year is all about creating structure without stifling your signature creativity. From January to mid-May, the cosmic energy surrounding foreign connections is electric. Partnerships, or collaborations across borders could turn into gold mines, if you approach them with strategy and patience. But don't be fooled into thinking smooth sailing is guaranteed. Mid-May brings a shift that demands extra precision. The opportunities are still there, waiting for you to claim them, but they'll come wrapped in challenges that test your persistence. Projects that seem promising might require more work than anticipated. You'll need to flex those famous Gemini adaptability muscles to navigate setbacks, but let's be real, you thrive under pressure. Saturn's influence after March might feel like a grumpy mentor, pushing you harder, but the payoff will be worth every ounce of effort. Keep your plans airtight and your vision clear. The universe loves rewarding Geminis who can juggle ambition and accountability. Now, about land, property, and vehicles. This is where things get a little tricky. Rahu and Ketu, those mischievous cosmic tricksters, are hanging around your 4th house until May, and they're bringing all kinds of confusing vibes. That dream property deal, that too good to be true offer. It might just be. You'll need to tread carefully because the energy here isn't as straightforward as you'd like. Any decisions involving real estate or land will require meticulous research and an extra layer of caution. If something feels even slightly off, it probably is. However, this isn't all gloom and doom. Once Rahu and Ketu loosen their grip, things begin to shift. From May onward, clarity returns and long-standing property matters could finally see resolution. Thinking of buying a vehicle? Early 2025 might tempt you with flashy options, but Saturn's influence later in the year will remind you to think beyond the aesthetics. This is the year for functional, reliable choices over impulsive splurges. And if you're leaning towards pre-owned options, double-check every detail. Documentation, condition, and hidden costs. Saturn doesn't take shortcuts lightly, and neither should you. There's another layer to consider, though. Saturn's presence after March can bring a sense of weight to your domestic environment. It might manifest as responsibilities tied to property or family matters that you weren't expecting. But here's the silver lining. What seems like a burden now could lay the foundation for something much bigger. Whether it's securing a home, investing in land, or upgrading your living situation, 2025 is about planting seeds for long-term stability. Gemini, let's dive into the realm of love, relationships, and family. The spaces where your heart's tug-of-war with your mind often plays out most dramatically. In 2025, the cosmic focus shifts toward deepening connections and healing old wounds, but it's not all sunshine and roses. The universe has plans for you, but they come with a side of lessons you'll need to embrace. Your love life in 2025 is a fascinating tapestry. The year kicks off with a certain unpredictability in your romantic world. Jupiter's energy, sitting in a less supportive position until mid-May, could leave you feeling like love is just out of reach or not quite aligning with your expectations. It's not that romance isn't there, it's that you'll need to approach it differently. Shallow flirtations or fleeting connections won't hold your interest. Instead, you'll feel an urge to uncover something deeper, more meaningful. After mid-May, things take a promising turn. Jupiter moves into a favorable position, sprinkling magic on your love life. Relationships that survive the early year tests will blossom into something beautifully fulfilling. If you're single, this period could bring someone into your life who feels different, not just exciting but grounding. A rare combination for someone with your electric energy. For Geminis already in relationships, this is the year to redefine what partnership means to you. You'll find yourself drawn to moments of vulnerability and honest communication, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Marriage, on the other hand, is a bit of a paradox this year. If you've been waiting for the right time to tie the knot, 2025 holds incredible promise. Jupiter's blessings after May create auspicious conditions for unions, particularly those built on respect and shared values. But Saturn's influence after March might test the waters first. Small misunderstandings could snowball if left unchecked, and you'll need to be intentional about nurturing trust. Think of it as a cosmic stress test. The challenges aren't there to break you, but to prove your resilience as a couple. For those already married, the year brings both harmony and the occasional storm. You and your partner might butt heads over minor issues, household chores, spending habits, or differing opinions on family matters. The trick lies in recognizing these moments as opportunities for growth, rather than triggers for conflict. When Saturn casts its shadow over your 7th house, it's a signal to strengthen your bond through patience and understanding. By year's end, your marital connection could emerge stronger and more aligned than ever. Family life in 2025 might feel like navigating a patchwork quilt of emotions. The year starts with Jupiter in a slightly weaker position, which could stir up lingering family tensions or unresolved issues. Perhaps a sibling's actions frustrate you, or a parent's expectations feel overwhelming. Whatever the case, the key is balance. You don't have to shoulder everyone's burdens, but you can offer support in ways that feel authentic to you. After May, things shift, and the air around family matters lightens. Old wounds begin to heal, and there's a collective sense of moving forward. Whether it's mending a strained relationship or simply finding more harmony in your household, this period allows you to breathe easier. Domestic life, however, might still come with its share of complications. Saturn's influence in the latter half of the year could highlight responsibilities tied to your home. A move, renovation, or even caring for an elder might come into focus. While these tasks might feel heavy in the moment, they're setting the stage for long-term security and growth. If you've made it to this part, take a moment to like and share this video. Your support fuels the energy that makes these forecasts possible, helping us guide even more people through their journeys. Now, let's dive into the final aspects, shaping Gemini's 2025 story, education and health, to pillars that will anchor your growth this year. For students and lifelong learners, 2025 is a year to sharpen your focus. The first half of the year has Jupiter sitting in your 12th house, creating an interesting dynamic. If you're pursuing studies abroad or thinking about diving into new academic horizons far from home, this alignment could work in your favor. Opportunities for scholarships, international programs, or unique learning experiences will present themselves, but there's a catch. You'll need to put in the work. This isn't the time to coast or rely on your natural wit to get by. Saturn's energy after March will demand structure, discipline, and respect for the process. Post-May, Jupiter's shift into your first house changes the game. While the transit isn't typically hailed as ideal for education, it carries hidden benefits for those who rise to the occasion. Teachers and mentors will play pivotal roles, so show gratitude for their guidance. It might just open doors you didn't know existed. This is also the time when clarity of purpose becomes crucial. Aimless pursuits will feel draining, but if you zero in on your goals, Jupiter will amplify your intelligence and ability to absorb knowledge. For Geminis dedicated to their craft, this year has the potential to set a foundation for success that lasts a lifetime. Now let's talk health, a topic that may not always be front and center for you, but one that demands attention in 2025. The early months come with a gentle reminder to stay vigilant. While there are no major red flags, stomach-related sensitivities could flare up if you're not careful with your diet and hydration. The period from January to May isn't about restriction, it's about mindfulness. New foods might tempt your adventurous side, but listen to your body's signals. A balanced routine, one that respects both rest and activity, will keep you thriving. After May, the health landscape shifts once more. Issues that seemed stubborn or slow to resolve earlier in the year will start easing. Saturn's influence on your chest area after March may make breathing exercises or meditation a powerful tool for maintaining equilibrium. Pay attention to how stress manifests physically, whether it's through tension, fatigue, or minor ailments, and address it proactively. This isn't the year to ignore small signals. They're guiding you toward better habits and, ultimately, a stronger, more resilient self. To wrap it all up, 2025 is your stage, Gemini, and the cosmos is giving you every tool you need to thrive. Yes, there will be challenges, but they're only there to carve out a clearer path for your potential. Career, relationships, education, health. Each area is ripe for growth if you're willing to meet the moment with your signature brilliance and adaptability. If you're ready to take 2025 by the reins and make it yours, don't stop here. Tap the link in the description for a personalized reading tailored just for you. Let's unlock the full potential of your year together. And remember, like, share, and subscribe to keep this cosmic conversation going. Your support means the world, and together, we can help even more people discover the power of their stars.